Oh my god, up to the freaking roof. Here's the best zone in my professional opinion. Want a bunch of rings? No fucking need to worry. This'll give you rings up the ass. Having problems collecting rings? Don't worry. You'll definitely make up for it here. Also, I should point out there's a ring up here I can go and get. Maybe I'll turn super at the mini boss. I really despise going super. I'll probably only go super at bosses and its sequences, cutscene sequences, but I just have to make sure I don't tap the button twice. Like in 2 times, or else he will turn on. Yeah, if you press the space bar, because I'm playing this on a computer, right? If I happen to press the space bar 2 times, he will fucking turn super and will just take off. Actually, no, you may even see Hypersonic earlier than the end of the game. You may see him in the 2nd zone, or the 3rd zone. I did that not on purpose. I swear to God I didn't. That was just pure gamble, pure getting hit. Also, one thing that's cool about Sonic 4 that I'm not gonna nitpick about is they brought all their badnik creatures back. They have the... what was he called? Batbot? No. Yeah, that's it, Batbot. The one that chases you in Carnival Night Zone, he was just shown on Sonic 4's website. Barrelbot, the guy that looks like Grounder from Labyrinth Zone was just shown. Who else was recently shown? Jaws was shown a few months back. The shark, or the fish fuck that they call Jaws. They also introduced characters in Splash Hill that would be returning. See that blue guy back down there? He's Bubbles. He's returning in the first. He returns in Splash Hill Zone to chase or something like that. Oh, I actually have one of their descriptions here. Batbot. This bot was first shown in Carnival Night Zone. But beware, wait, this isn't really necessarily, but here's what I read. He was from Carnival Night Zone. He carries a light bulb, and he'll basically chase you around till the cows come home with this light bulb, and if he hits you, then you lose your rings. Really, that was a no-brainer. Yeah, you can actually ricochet off these hills and stuff, and platforms and hills, and I already said hills, god damn it. Oh, get your ass back up, get your blue ass back up there. Okay guys, we're almost at the mini boss, thank god. This game actually got rid of the need for 3 acts in each zone. It usually consists of 1 act being just normally running through, meeting a mini boss, and then once you get in a 2nd act, you start to let's just say that's when the real shit. That's when shit gets real, yo. 2nd zone is usually always, see, you can ricochet off little hills and stuff and build momentum that'll help you go forward. And damn, guess we're not going supersonic after all because of Bubbles. I hate you, Bubbles. Yeah, this used to scare the shit out of me as a kid, I will admit. Just the pure rumbling of the entire level. I'm like, oh god, the level's gonna fall apart. No, not Marble Garden Zone, anything but that. My least favorite zone in the game would have to be Sand Oasis Zone, but that's just because it's a pain in the ass. It's a maze. And if you don't know the story behind Sonic 3, I'm going to tell it to you right now. Basically, Sega was so impressed with the remarkable launch of Sonic 1, they made Sonic 2. They also needed to introduce the character Tails, basically. You don't know who that is? Tails Miles per Hour, which is a pun off miles per hour. Ah, get it? Ingenious, Sega. So they invented the character Tails. You could play as him. You had the option to play as him alone or Sonic alone or both together. They brought back that option in this game. Basically, you were on Tails' home island called West Side Island. Sonic's was South, Tails was West Side Island. Oh, ingenious. Also, they also find out Dr. Robotnik is back and trying to collect the somewhat still 6, or yeah, there were 7 introduced at the time. He's back and he's trying to collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds to feel his newest weapon, the Death Egg. And after the shit gets real in the very end of the game, Sonic randomly falls through space, or falls down through space, gets caught by Tails, who just happens to be driving by. I guess just thought, hey, Sonic's coming, I think I'll... So together the two of them basically leave West Side Island, and when they're just driving around, they don't know where the hell they're going, I guess, but on their little tour to Candyland, they discover a mysterious island has plummeted into the ocean. And basically this is where we are now, Angel Island. And like you saw at the beginning, they meet the guardian of the island and Master Emerald itself, Knuckles the Echidna, who, if you have the lock-on cartridge for this game, you could play as, which we'll be doing his side of the story too, but... And, here's another thing. In Sonic 3 was only about 6 zones, I think. You had Angel Island Zone, Hydrocity Zone, Marble Garden Zone, Carnival Night Zone, Ice Cap Zone, and then Launch Base Zone. And there was a level select sheet you could add, you know? Because, like, Game Genies were just slightly catching on at the time. And people could use to access that, and they'd see levels like Sad Oasis Zone, and Air Battery Zone, and Hidden Palace Zone. And they used to think, why can't we warp here? Or why haven't we gone here? Are we missing something? Is there something we haven't done correctly? But no, it was actually all part of Sega's evil plot. Because almost, I think it was 6 months later, they decided to release Sonic and Knuckles, which was basically, if you want to argue, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Why they couldn't just call it that. It was basically a continuation of Sonic 3. It allowed the feature to play you as Knuckles. I also used to have a Game Genie code where you could hack Tails in the standalone cartridge. Wonder where that code ever went. That was like when I was 5 years old. My Game Genie was just new though. Just so curious. Yeah, if you're wondering when I said Hidden Palace Zone, you may also want to know, or you may also find this a bit interesting. When Sonic 2 was first being worked on, Hidden Palace Zone was actually supposed to be in the game. But, they deleted it. But Sega didn't realize one thing. Whoever they left in charge of deleting it didn't delete it all. And so, because of that, people could hack it with the Game Genie. They could go into, and play Hidden Palace Zone, or what was left of Hidden Palace Zone. And you couldn't play it. The second you got there, you died. Dead serious, second you got there, bam, instant kill. It's just all chicken scratch. There's literally nothing there. But the entire aspect that you can visit the once awesome, I guess. I guess it just wasn't meant to be on Sega's end. And instead they decided to introduce it here as the home, I guess, to like the lair of Knuckles himself, because every bad or partial bad guy has to have an evil lair, I guess. There's that pimped out, it's like a remix. I'm gonna mark it as Hoffa's Dr. Robotnik remix. Oh! Yeah, that's catchy. Dr. Robotnik's new remix. Listen, I'll let you listen. I'll shut up now for the rest of the fight.